Hopefully, you are having a wonderful day. Because you know what? I am. Today, we are going to talk about how to diminish that ego of yours and why it's so important. Your ego is everything that you are not. So that means that your ego separates you from your true self. This is you, your true self, and your ego is like way over there. Let's come back to your true self. So again, your ego separates you from your true self. That being said, there are ways to diminish your ego. I'll tell you in a second. Still want to talk about your ego. Now, your ego, most people probably think your ego is pertaining to someone that is usually a dick or someone who's rude, constantly always on someone's ass. Your ego is not only a evil or bad part of you, it's also a self-lacking confidence part of you as well. So don't think of your ego just being one-sided, because it's multiple different sides. I was gonna say two different sides, but it's kind of the same thing. You get my gist. Your ego is not only the angry part of you, it's also the self-lacking confidence part of you. The part of you that always doubts yourself, the part of you that's not giving you enough confidence. It's the part of you that's telling you that you cannot do it versus your true self telling you that you can do it. Your ego is everything that's not true to you. It's good versus evil if you look at it that way. But again, when I say evil, I'm not saying the entirely bad part of you. I'm talking about the self-lacking part of you as well. Literally everything that's opposite of what you can do is your ego, okay? Now that we have an understanding about what your ego is, there's ways to diminish it. One way. Have you ever thought about what you thought about? Monitoring your thoughts. The thoughts that you have, think about what you think about. When you have moments where your ego starts playing, where it tells you can't do it, or you're getting mad, or you're getting sad, or you're getting depressed, think about what your true self would do in this situation. Very good way. Another way is positive affirmations. One of the most simplest methods ever. Just affirm with yourself who you really are. Distinguish the thoughts that you have in your head that separate you from who you really are. Another good way is meditation. Meditation helps diminish the ego over time. And again, these things don't happen overnight. Consciously work on them for predominantly most of the time to where it's a subconscious thing. I would say it takes about a month, maybe 2 months of conscious work to get subconscious results. I mean, that varies from person to person. Anyway, so learn to understand your true self versus your ego self. On top of that, your ego gets you in a lot of trouble. Like, I grew up very ego-based, so I was very square-minded. I didn't really think optimistically. I was always in this enclosed, captive, controlled area, not really understanding my true potential. So be self-aware. The whole point is to take something and go in a direction with it. You gotta stick with it. Stick with this, try this out. Let me know how it goes. If you have any questions or you have any comments, please feel free to leave me something below. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure.